Radical.
Welcome to Flea Market Stories, documenting one man's journey into the world of flea marketing. You know, one thing you're going to run into, a problem you're going to run into if you get a lot of game lots like I do, whether it be from shopgoodwill.com, whether it be from eBay, whether it be from other vendors selling you a big box of games, is you're going to get a whole lot of filler, a whole lot of crap, a whole lot of older sports games. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some great old sports games. Some of the 2K series come to mind. The football series especially, NBA Jam, Tecmo Super Bowl. There's some great old sports games out there. Some that are highly sought after even. But most of the time, 90% of the time, if you have a lot of sports games, you really don't know what to do with them. If you're a salesman, you don't know what to do with them unless they're current sports games. I'm talking 2K20, 21, 22, 23, 24 now. If they're up-to-date sports games, those are still in high demand. People still want those. The other day, somebody got 2K22 basketball from me for, I think, $15. So they still kind of hold their value a little bit. But if we're talking 2K11, if we're talking, Quarterback Club 99 on N64, stuff like that, it's hard to figure out really what to do with them. I thought a good solution would be, since I had a lot of them, would be to use the good cases. The best part of an old sports game is actually, a lot of the time, they're not played a lot, so they have really clean cases. Hell, I had a lot that I found a MLB baseball, the show, I think 13, that was sealed. So that means you get a very clean case. Because sometimes you get lots and they don't have cases, it's all loose disc, and you will need the cases. So, okay, you can use the cases from old sports games. So what do you do with the sports games and the artwork? Well, I want to preserve the artwork and still sell them. So what I did, my solution was to have a tray that was just comic book bags and backing boards. If you don't know much about comics, the way they preserve comic books is to have a cardboard back, usually white, and then a plastic poly bag around it. Well, my big solution was, I have a lot of these loose games, so I could fit maybe 40 to 50, maybe 60 in one tray, and then I could price them down to $2, and people would look through, and that'd be more inviting. Some people look through, but no takers. I almost sold a PS4 golf game for $2, but in the past 3 weeks I've done it. I guess a lot of people think it's comic books. I don't know. There wasn't much excitement around it. Not even at the $2 price point. I don't know, maybe they want the cases also. But if you have sports games in your trays, and you can only hold 30 games, less than that actually, in a tray, and I have 16 trays, then I'm doing the math here, it's not really making a whole lot of money. It's not. Now when you have trays along with GTA 5, Black Ops, a God of War, or something that actually people want. So again, what do I do with these old sports games? My final solution would be to have a nice little wicker basket out, because I'm trying to make them look as nice as possible, as presentable as possible. A nice little brown wicker basket. And those old slips you would get from places like GameStop? When you had the used game, you open it, and it was actually one of those paper little envelopes, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what the term was for them. The little envelope sleeves. Well, they usually have annoying GameStop stickers on them, so I had a stack of those. I peeled the stickers off, and I'm putting them in there and marking them down to $1 each. $1 each. I'm not going any below that. And now I'm thinking about making a $1 table that has $1 comics, $1 movies, $1 games, and then pointing at it and going, For anybody that says, $25 for GTA 5, that's way too much. I'm like, hey, I got a $1 table right here. And then they go over there, they'll probably complain that there's no good games on it. Then I'll say, well, I mean, it's the $1 table. If you're hard up to play some games, boom, there they are. And people will still probably give me shit, Also, what do you do with old sports games? One final thing you can do with old sports games is if you're trying to test the drive of a console, I know something can happen usually with 360s. It can actually put scratches on your disc. I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I had a case where I was testing a 360 and it put some light scratches on a nice game. I think it was maybe like an Assassin's Creed or a Fallout or something like that. Something you could actually sell for $10-15. And if you're trying to test a drive, or if you get a drive open and you close it and you can't get it back open again, last thing you want is like a Red Dead Redemption to be in that drive. So here you go. Old sports games can be of a use to you there. And also, let's say you're out of coasters and you need a coaster. Not old sports games. I would say old copies of Evolve or Destiny or what's that one Bioware came out that was a big bust? Anthem. There you go. So not only old sports games, but old online-only type games. Those make great coasters, especially if you have a gaming room and you want to have like a setup where people can sit on the couch and play games. You can make a joke and be like, hey, look at there. look at that coaster right there,